Hey, Dr. Jesse here, and I came across this video online about a 9-year-old obese girl who lost weight on her own, and I wanted to react and talk about this video in real time because I think this is so important for us to see and understand because of the serious obesity epidemic going on in our country that is affecting younger and younger people. And this is quite an inspirational story because she lost the weight and became healthy on her own. So let's start the video.
A very inspiring start to the week right now, the story of Brianna Bond. At just 9 years old, she weighed almost 200 pounds, one of the millions of American kids struggling with obesity.
So when he says millions of kids are struggling with obesity, it is absolutely crazy how many children are actually obese and overweight. I think the statistic is about 20% of children are now obese and about 40% are overweight. And this is a serious problem because not only are children becoming obese and overweight, but now you're seeing a lot more cases of type 2 diabetes among children.
Less than a year, Brianna transformed her body and her life. We're going to meet Brianna and her parents in just a moment. Take a look first at her remarkable journey. By the time she was 9 years old, Brianna Bond was 186 pounds. The extra weight made it difficult for her to breathe and move around. She soon became a target for bullies.
Everybody at school would call me names. They would call me fatty, they would call me fathead.
Personal story, when I was younger, I was bullied as well. I was, small, weak, shy, and so I was an easy target. But what I did is I started working out, getting healthy, gaining self-confidence, and then I stopped getting bullied. And that really is the best thing that you can do, is just through self-empowerment.
Brianna's weight gain began when she was just a baby. By kindergarten, she was 100 pounds.
When I was playing with my friends, if they were running, I couldn't keep up.
Honey, you want some tomato basil and mozzarella?
Yeah.
So Brianna's mom decided to take matters into her own hands and design an exercise routine for her daughter. The entire family began walking a 4-mile trail near their home. Before long, Brianna lost 37 pounds.
That makes me really happy because when kids are obese, right, it's really a family issue. And the best way to address your child's obesity or overweight problem is by the parents doing something and working together as a family unit and taking control of their health together. And having the parents take the child on physical activity and doing everything together and essentially creating a healthier household is how you're going to fix this problem. See, it's not really on the kids because the kids are young. They're not in control of their lives. It's on the parents. And so the family has to work together in order to create a healthier environment and lifestyle. And this is just a beautiful story and example of that.
Along with a healthy diet that limits fat to 20 grams a day, Brianna also began hitting her home treadmill for an hour and 15 minutes every day. She began playing basketball and joined the swim team.
She inspires me on a daily basis. She is an inspiration to the world and all children who are having weight issues across America that you can do it with a pair of tennis shoes and motivation. It's totally changed the course of her whole life.
And wait till you see.
I mean, she is absolutely an inspiration. And that's why I chose this video, is because what that lady said is that with just a pair of tennis shoes, you can completely change your life, right? We don't realize how much of a disability being overweight and obese is. And you can change your life within a year by making those changes, by being more physically active, by eating healthier, and completely transform who you are. And this story should inspire the millions of kids, and not only kids, but adults, to change their lives and put in the work, just like she did, because this is absolutely incredible. And it saved her life, and it's gonna save millions of people's lives by hearing about her story.
Brianna, now you ready to come on out? Come on, Brianna.
Right there.
Come on over. You look fantastic. So you lost now, what, 66 pounds. How do you feel?
Great.
I'll bet you do, and you look so great right now. You look so healthy and happy. Heidi and Dan Bond, Brianna's parents are here as well. And Heidi, you took the initiative here. You really started this, and there's so many parents out there who have the same struggle. Tell us how you did it.
Well, how we do it is an hour and 15 minutes a day on the treadmill. Out of that, we run 25 minutes. Along with healthy eating, we changed our eating habits completely.
So give us an example there.
For example, we focus on fat grams. So we're as a family under 20 grams of fat a day or less, and as low as sugar as possible.
But this was...
So I love how simple it is, right? Often if you go online and you look up how to lose weight, there are so many products and weight loss services and medications and blah, 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 and miracle drugs and shakes telling you that this is the answer to your weight loss. However, this mom said it perfectly. Exercise, healthy nutrition. Essentially, they're just restricting the daughters and their caloric intake so that they're eating an appropriate amount, not excessively, because if you eat excessively, the extra calories then are stored as fat, and that's essentially how you gain weight. So what you need to do and what they're doing is essentially limiting the caloric intake so that you don't gain weight and that you can maintain a healthy weight, along with exercise.
It's not easy, and Dan, I know it took some tough love.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got a stubborn little girl here, and
Whoa, she begs to differ.
and yeah, there were definitely some battles.
What was the hardest part for you?
When I first started, it was the walking, because it was just, I wasn't used to it.
You weren't, but you just went out there and you guys did it every single day as a family.
Yes, there's not in the beginning.
So I think she summed up what the most difficult part is for most people when they're trying to lose weight and get healthy, and it's starting the process, because your body, your brain, it's not used to moving, it's not used to eating healthier foods. And so it's this initial process that is the most difficult, which is why you have to really be consistent, stay disciplined, and never give up. And eventually it becomes easier, but you have to push past that initial hard part. And then once you've done it for a few months, it starts becoming who you are, and then you can't live without it. You have to exercise, you have to eat healthy. It's just who you are.
We did it as a family. There was nothing that stopped us. We went at night, in the rain, in the hail, in the fog, nothing. We had a zero tolerance policy. We're doing the walk no matter what.
And this wasn't just, unhealthy eating habits. This was something you knew from the beginning when Brianna was a baby, that she was going to have to struggle with this.
Yes, yeah, slow metabolism. Her pediatrician always said that she'd grow into her body. And then after a while, we, went and got other doctors' opinions. We had her tested from everything from thyroid to diabetes. Her endocrinology got tested, allergies, and everything came out fine. So we knew at that point that we had to step things up. She joined a swim team.
So obviously in the case of this young girl is that everyone's genetics are differently. And obviously she was more prone to keeping weight on and becoming overweight and obese. And so she does have to work harder than some other people. However, they obviously checked her out medically to make sure she didn't have any other problems going on. And once they realized that, well, she was generally healthy, they then knew that there was now no excuses and that she had to start, working on her health and taking it seriously.
A few months into that, she was still gaining weight.
How else has this changed your life? All good? What's the best part?
That I can be involved with sports, and I could keep up with my friends when we're playing. I can just move more.
That makes a big difference. And finally, we just have a few seconds left, but what would you say if parents...
I gotta stop on that. I can play sports, I can just move more. We, as humans, are designed to move. It's what we are as physical creatures, and when we don't move, right, in our current culture, we're sitting most of the day. That's how we work, it's how we drive. And this just leads to overall unhealthiness. Not only physical unhealthiness, but mental unhealthiness, because our bodies are designed to move. So when she says, I'm so grateful just to be able to move and play, we feel so much better as humans when we are being physically active, because it's just part of our nature and we have to get up and move and get physical.
Watching, what is the one big piece of advice you'd give them?
Is to start as soon as possible, exercise, healthy eating habits, and
don't be afraid to do the tough love. I mean, it's worth it in the long run. You know, it's their life that's at stake.
It sure is. You all look great. You all look happy. Congratulations. Thanks for coming in this morning.
thank you.
So that was an incredible video with an incredible story that should inspire millions of people. Because like I said, there is a serious problem going on with childhood obesity. We already know that we have a serious problem among adults. Now almost half of adults are obese, which is really bad, but now our children are becoming affected. We can change it if we became more physically active and ate healthier. The solution is really simple. It is hard to implement, especially in our society where we have access to so many different types of foods. And like I said earlier, we don't move as much as we once did. But like this girl and family did and said, there are no excuses. We've got to do it for our own health. We've got to do it to create a healthier culture and society. And like she did it, you can do it too. She is proof. And so use this video today as the inspiration and motivation you need to make changes before it's too late. And if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to my channel. I'm always trying to put out new educational, nutritional, fitness, health content. And if you appreciate this video, please go ahead and like this video and share it with as many people as you know that could use this as inspiration. And check out this video over here before you leave. I think you'll really enjoy this one, and I'll see you in the next video.